Hello and welcome to a special Total Soccer Show live Trivia Night edition. What you are about to hear is a recording taken from the second TSS Soccer Trivia Night, sponsored by Guinness, which Taylor and I put on at Penny Lane Pub last Thursday, April 27th in Richmond, Virginia. You're going to hear 2 rounds of trivia, 11 questions in each round. First round is general knowledge. Second round is name that player, based on a couple of clues and the sound of the player's voice. We encourage you to play along, either by making a mental note of the answers as you listen, or by writing down the answers or typing them into your phone, whatever works for you. You could even gather a few friends together and play against each other, see who does the best. This recording also includes the answers, which you'll hear us read out. If you were in the room, we'd have taken in your answer sheet before reading the answers. In this episode, I'll give you warning before the answers come, so you can press pause if you need to. A big thanks to Guinness for sponsoring this episode. It's a big deal for Taylor and I to be doing live events like this because it's a whole new world we're stepping into, and we couldn't have done it without the support of Guinness. A high five and a hug to Dan and to TJ for helping us get things set up. Also, big thanks to everyone who attended. We had an even bigger crowd for this event than the last one, which makes us feel really good and feel like this is going to be a success. On the recording, you'll hear the noise of fans whirring. That's because it was a hot, hot night in Richmond, Virginia, and the AC went out not long before the event was due to start. So if you want to recreate the atmosphere of Soccer Trivia Night 2 in your own home, maybe just crank the heat up a little bit. But big thank you to everybody who was there and sweated their way through the quiz. Okay, enough from me. Get yourself ready, because now you're heading to Penny Lane Pub in Richmond, Virginia for the first round of questions. Hey everybody, you ready to get going? All right. Thank you everybody for coming out to the Soccer Trivia Night 2, Electric Boogaloo. Thank you to Guinness for sponsoring it. Thank you to Paolo behind the bar, and thank you to Peyton. He's going to be your scorekeeper. Round of applause?
Yeah. So does everybody have 4 score sheets? Alright, cool. So you just need team name, and then basically after every round, either you can give them to Peyton in the corner. Peyton, looking ever enthusiastic. Hi, Peyton. You give them to Peyton, or we'll collect them afterwards. In between those rounds, we're going to have some individual rounds where we'll do some different giveaways, some of which might involve alcohol. Yeah. So if you need a question repeated, we'll go back at the end of the round. Once we're done, go back over everything. We're going to do the audio round, same thing. And apparently, hold the mic close to your face is an important note. So, before we get started, everybody's got their paper. We're good to go. Daryl Grove. Round 1.
I just need the questions.
Rather important.
Okay, so everybody's ready? Yeah. All right, round 1 is general knowledge. First question. By what name is 76-year-old ex-footballer Edson Arantes de Nascimento better known? The name again is Edson Arantes de Nascimento. As of this morning, he was 76 years old. Okay, question number 2, and don't worry, we'll repeat all the questions at the end. Question number 2, at the 2010 World Cup, only one team was undefeated in the entire tournament. What team was it? What team was undefeated at the 2010 World Cup? Question number 3, closer to home. What year did the Richmond Kickers win the US Open Cup? What year did the Richmond Kickers win the US Open Cup? Pedro, this was big news in Spain, right? Alright, question number 4. Question number 4, we're going to go 100 miles north. In what year did a 14-year-old Freddie Adu make his Major League Soccer debut?
I'm assuming that's official 14-year-old?
No comment. Alright.
Since he's actually say what, like 10 years older than he said?
In what year did Freddie Adu make his MLS debut? Question 5. Question 5. Here is a list of 10 bands I have seen live. Not really. Question 5. Who is the only player born in East Germany who has won the World Cup? Yeah, you prefer the bands live question now, right? So the only player born in East Germany to win the World Cup. When it was East Germany. Yeah. After unification, it doesn't count.
And a very important, quick question. How many people, if there were to be Guinness, would like Guinness? Just like show hands. Now I have to try to count real fast.
We're going to be lenient with the spelling, Manny.
Yes! Okay,
There he is.
Yeah, is it free?
Cool. Oh, you can put your hand. 25.
Okay, question number 6. Question number 6. What player was sent home from the 1994 World Cup after failing a drug test? What player was sent home from the 1994 World Cup in the USA for failing a drug test? Question number 7. Number 7. N'Golo Kante was just named PFA Player of the Year. Who won the same award last season? The PFA Player of the Year last season. Question number 8. In the 1981 movie Victory, who played in goal for the Allied team against the Nazis? Also known as Escape to Victory.
And to clarify, you can go actor or character name, which is to say you can go actor. Is it bonus point for that?
For a bonus point, who was captain of the Allied team?
What year was it?
1981.
Victory, you said?
Victory.
Should I give a hint on that one? He's a really good brother. He was the star of Jaws 4. No? You don't want that one?
Okay, I'm going to give you guys 2 clues for that one. The goalkeeper was kind of punchy.
Oh, it's funny.
Punchy. And the captain of the team was only supposed to blow the bloody doors up. Alright, question number 9. Question number 9. Before the 2006 World Cup, Clint Dempsey released a song sponsored by Nike Soccer. What was the name of that song? Give you a clue, the song is only 2 words. The name of the song is just 2 words. Too young for these.
No, he kind of is. I was born in like 1997. Oh my god, that's not far off. That's not really off. 4 years old.
Okay, question number 10. Question number 10. David Beckham was sent off in the 1998 World Cup for kicking an opponent. This opponent is now coach of one of Spain's biggest teams. Whom did he kick? There's also question 11.
What?
There's a question 11. Question 11. Who is the only player to have won silverware with both Liverpool and Manchester United? One player won silverware with both Liverpool and Manchester United. What is his name?
What kind of silverware?
Silvery.
You're useless.
I'll say this, I believe one was a league title, and one was not a league title. That's all I have to say about that.
Is it specifically Premier League era or Football League?
It is in the Premier League era.
Okay, good. That narrows it down. Yeah.
Okay, does anyone need the questions repeated? I'm going to take that as a no.
Let's just do it for old times.
For all times.
What's number 2?
Alright, we're going to go through the whole thing then. Okay. Number 1, Edson Arantes de Nascimento. What is his better known name? Number 2, 2010 World Cup. Only one team was undefeated. Number 3, what year did the Richmond Kickers win the US Open Cup? Number 4, what year did Freddie Adu make his MLS debut? Number 5, the only player born in East Germany to win the World Cup. Number 6, who was sent home from the 94 World Cup after failing a drug test. Number 7, last season's PFA Player of the Year. Number 8, who played in goal for the Allied team in victory and who was the captain, a point for each. Number 9, what was the name of Clint Dempsey's song before the 2006 World Cup? Number 10, who did David Beckham kick in the 98 World Cup? And number 11, the only player to win silverware for both Liverpool and Manchester United. So there you go. There are the 11 questions from round 1, general knowledge. The answers are coming very soon. If you don't want the answers just yet, maybe now is a good time to hit pause. I'll give you a second to do so now. Before I give you the answers, I should say, if you want to see what it looked like at Trivia Night, there are some excellent photos of the event at Penny Lane that really capture the night, taken by Chuck Savage. Big thanks to Chuck and to Victor for sharing. The link is in the show notes, so take a look. Also, if you're looking to hire a photographer that can make even me and Taylor look presentable, then contact Chuck through his website. Okay, last chance to hit pause because here come the answers to round 1. Okay, guys, you ready for the answers to round 1? Answers to round 1. Okay, by what name is Edson Arantes de Nascimento better known? It's Pele. At the 2010 World Cup, the only team undefeated was New Zealand. New Zealand.
And that was what? They drew all 3 games but didn't advance?
Yep, 3 draws and out. The Richmond Kickers won the US Open Cup in 1995. Freddie Adu made his Major League Soccer debut in 2004. The only player born in East Germany to win the World Cup is Toni Kroos. The player sent home from the 94 World Cup after failing a drug test was
El Diego.
Diego Maradona, yes.
We had a debate about this today. There is a video. It's maybe apocryphal, but he does I think he scores a goal and goes to celebrate right to the camera, and he has the most bloodshot eyes you could possibly have. And the story is that the drug testers saw the video of him celebrating. We're like, yeah, that guy. That's the one that we're testing. That's why he went.
Give him a cup to be.
Random testing it.
The PFA Player of the Year last season was Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez for Leicester City. In the 1981 movie Victory, playing in goal for the Allied team against the Nazis was Sylvester Stallone.
Oh no! I had it and
Who's winning this thing?
Captain of the team was Sir Michael Caine.
Going back to that 1994 question for a second, I'm sorry. Who wrote A Colombian?
That's me.
That's a phenomenal answer. Well done.
I've never seen it.
The song that Clint Dempsey recorded before the 2006 was called Don't Tread. Don't tread. You think soccer ain't a sport? Why did Nike sign me?
R.I.P. Big Hawk. R.I.P. Big Hawk. The other rapper who died.
David Beckham in 98, the man he kicked was Diego Simeone. Diego Simeone. And the only player to win silverware with Liverpool and Manchester United is Michael Owen. So now you have the round 1 answers. Round 2 is coming very soon. Round 2 is the audio round. Taylor will give you a clue about the player, then he'll give you some context for the clip he's about to play, then you'll hear that player speak in an interview. You have to name that player. There are 11 different clips, 11 different players.
Okay, so Peyton is continuing to grade your answers. Daryl is counting out t-shirts. You guys want to move to the second round, or do you want to hold off for just 1 second? Alright. I'm going to take mumbled, more or less silence to mean let's move to the next round. So, this one is the audio round. We got 11 players talking. We're going to give you a clue. We're going to play the clip. You have to guess who that player might be. So, to begin, this England international apologized for his poor language abilities immediately after the clip you're about to hear. In this clip, he is saying goodbye to his Spanish club.
Seis vistes y 5 presidentes y qué más, pero muchísimas gracias, es bien un honor, un placer jugar con este equipo, con este club y muchísimas gracias y adiós.
In case you didn't catch that, that was him switching back and forth between English and Spanish in the middle of that quote. One more time.
¿Cuánto vistes? 6 vistes y 5 presidentes y qué más, pero muchísimas gracias, es bien un honor, un placer jugar con este equipo, con este club y muchísimas gracias y adiós.
So, which player said Muchísimo gracias. It's been an honor. It's been un honor, excuse me. At least you got the article right. Next question. In the following clip, a striker, who now plays in France, gives a candid assessment of his approach to the game and his overall season in the Premier League. Who is this man?
You have to respect them because they are a team, so you have to go in the pitch with respect, but you have to give everything. And I said that if you give everything, you're going to win.
Was that your best game you've ever played for Manchester City?
I said that I played all my season was shit. Can I say that? My season wasn't good. You have to respect them because they are a team, so you have to go in the pitch with respect, but you have to give everything. And I said that if you give everything, you're going to win.
Was that your best game you've ever played for Manchester City?
I said that I played all my season was shit. Can I say that? My season wasn't good.
So which player would identify his season as both and not good?
The same guy.
Yeah, same guy. Next one, number 3. This next player, who is not particularly shy when it comes to dealing with the press, has won a total of 13 league titles with 6 different club teams.
And you know better football than me? No. So what are you talking about? Are you a journalist or a camera guy?
I am journalist.
So why are you holding the camera? You should have a camera guy, no? So he's low budget.
Porque a gente...
And you know better football than me?
One more time.
So what are you talking about? Are you a journalist or a camera guy?
I am journalist.
So why are you holding the camera? You should have a camera guy, no? So he's low budget.
I have to say my favorite part about that is that he really does get the camera guy at the end to sheepishly say, like, yes, we're low budget. Very, very quietly given. Number 4. In the next audio segment, the player in question, who is a current La Liga star, discusses his national team's unceremonious exit from a relatively recent major international tournament. Who is this player?
Porque a gente não queria isso. Porque a gente tem família, porque a gente tem um povo que torce pela gente. Ninguém precisa falar pra gente que a gente tá em... vocês são a vergonha do Brasil. Eu não tenho vergonha de ser brasileiro, e não tenho a mínima vergonha de falar que eu fiz parte dessa equipe.
Yeah, I think in the end we were a little bit unlucky, you know.
One more time, or are we good to go? Once more.
Porque a gente não queria isso. Porque a gente tem família, porque a gente tem um povo que torce pela gente. Ninguém precisa falar pra gente que a gente tá em... vocês são a vergonha do Brasil. Eu não tenho vergonha de ser brasileiro, e não tenho a mínima vergonha de falar que eu fiz parte desse...
Obrigado. Number 5. This one is a current Manchester City player whom you might have forgotten was a current Manchester City player a couple months ago. He is far more soft-spoken than his playing style might lead you to believe.
Yeah, I think in the end we were a little bit unlucky, you know. We have a couple of chances, but I think we didn't go through, you know, and it's quite disappointing, you know what I mean, because in the first half and actually in all the game we've been controlling the game, but Arsenal was very clever. When we lose the ball, they go and counter-attack very quick, and they have good play at the front, and then when you lose like that, sometimes
Could you give the context one more?
One more time. He's a current Manchester City player who a couple months ago you might have forgotten was a Manchester City player. And he is more soft-spoken than his playing style might lead you to believe.
Yeah, I think in the end we were a little bit unlucky, you know. We have a couple of chances, but I think we didn't go through, you know, and it's quite disappointing, you know what I mean, because in the first half and actually in all the game we've been controlling the game, but Arsenal was very clever. When we lose the ball, they go and counter-attack very quick, and they have good play at the front, and then when you lose like that.
Okay. That was probably the hardest one, I'd say. Number 6. Staying in Manchester. A current Manchester United player who is not Italian speaks Italian in the next clip. He is accompanied by another player who you can hear laughing throughout most of the interview, who at the time was his teammate for both club and country. So 1 point if you can name the main player who's talking, 1 point, a bonus point, if you can name his teammate with whom he is frequently photographed, filmed, all that good stuff.
E ho ricevuto questa energia, abbiamo fatto bene oggi, però non è finito, penso che dopo dobbiamo vincere. È bello di vincere contro la Germania, però non è finito, dobbiamo vincere contro il Portogallo, la finale, questo è importante. E ho ricevuto questa energia, abbiamo fatto bene oggi, però non è finito, penso che dopo dobbiamo vincere. È bello di vincere contro la Germania, però non è finito, dobbiamo vincere contro il Portogallo, la finale.
So part of the reason why that teammate was laughing because the teammate criticized his speaking ability. So the player in question is delivering these comments not to the reporter, but like 3 inches away from the teammate's face. Nice guy like that.
Could you give the context? Yeah, one more time.
Number 6, staying in Manchester. He's a current Manchester United player who is not Italian, but speaks Italian in that clip. He's accompanied by another player who at the time was his teammate at both club and country. So 1 point if you can name the current Manchester United player speaking Italian. 1 point if you can name his then teammate at club and country. Why did I make you wince?
I don't know the answer.
I'm glad to see that when I ran these by you, you were super paying attention. All right. Number 7. Moving away from Manchester all the way to London, this forward is more or less intelligible, despite English being his first language.
We went 2-0 up. We had a few chances to get the third and the fourth, and we didn't. And credit to Leicester, they stuck in there and made it tough for us. But obviously, once they went back to 2-2, great character from the lads again to get the third and the fourth. And we're really.
Such eloquence, such enunciation. One more time. This gentleman who plays in London is a native English speaker, I think.
We went 2-0 up. We had a few chances to get the third and the fourth, and we didn't. And credit to Leicester, they stuck in there and made it tough for us. But obviously, once they went back to 2-2, great character from the lads again to get the third and the fourth. And
Did you understand most of that, Daryl? 50%? Yeah. All right, number 8. We've got the winner, or one of the winners, of the 2011 Copa America, who speaks better English than I would have thought, I have to say.
Is this your best performance tonight in a Barcelona shirt?
I am not sure, but I try every game for the team, and I think today with the both goal, and I think I am so happy.
One more time.
Is your best performance tonight in a Barcelona shirt?
I am not sure, but I try every game for the team, and I think today with the both goal, and I think I am so happy.
All right. Moving on. Number 9.
What was the context?
That was a 2011 Copa America winner talking in English, not in 2011. Also worth knowing. One more time? Sure. Oh, and he plays for Barcelona, if that wasn't.
Is this your best performance tonight in a Barcelona shirt?
I am not sure, but I try every game for the team, and I think today with the both goal, and I think I am so happy.
Alright, one quick hint on that one. That was from within the last, that was in the last 2 years, that interview. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if that hurts. But that's, I think, the reality. I think. I can neither confirm nor deny what you're saying. But yeah, he still plays for Barcelona. Number 9. In the next clip, this England center back is asked about the health of one of his club teammates who suffered a very bad injury in a Champions League group stage match.
First of all, can you pass on our best wishes when you seem to look sure? That was terrible and completely overshadowed everything.
Yeah, I didn't see it for hand, but I know that a few of the players did witness it, and it's a very sad time. And yeah, we wish him a quick recovery.
No news yet as to how serious?
No, I've not heard anything, because yeah, we'll be trying to find that out when we get changed.
First of all...
So once again, that was an England centre-back talking about the health of his club teammate who had a bad injury at a Champions League group stage in 2015.
Can you pass on our best wishes when you seem to look sure? That was terrible and completely overshadowed everything.
Yeah, I didn't see it for hand, but I know that a few of the players did witness it, and it's a very sad time. And yeah, we wish him a quick recovery.
No news yet as to how serious?
No, I've not heard anything, because yeah, we'll be trying to find that out.
The final two, I think, are my favorite two of this whole round. Number 10, if you'd like to hear some truly horrific Spanish, the first one wasn't bad enough, this 2-time Champions League winner has got you covered.
No estamos contentos con el resultado contra Sporting. Estamos ilusionados. Queremos ganar contra el Betis.
One more time. 2-time Champions League winner attempting to speak Spanish.
No estamos contentos con el resultado contra Sporting. Estamos ilusionados. Queremos ganar contra el Betis.
Was he talking about John Stamos?
I'm not sure he knows what he was talking about. And the final clip, number 11. The player in question is asked about missing out on the Golden Boot immediately after his team had just won the World Cup. I will give you a translation of what he says after I play the clip.
You know, you're the top striker of the whole world championship. How does that make you feel?
Das interessiert mich alles nicht, der Scheißdreck. Weltmeister sind wir, den Bock haben wir. Den scheiße goldenen Schuh kannst du dahinter Gott spielen.
But, you know, you're the top.
That translation would be, when asked, you are the top striker, how does it feel not to win? More or less, he said, I don't care about this bullshit. We are world champions, we have the cup. And that Golden Boot, pardon the language, I invite you to stick it up your arse. He then immediately walked away from the reporter.
Striker of the whole world championship. How does that make you feel?
Das interessiert mich alles nicht, der Scheißdreck. Weltmeister sind wir, den Bock haben wir. Den scheiße goldenen Schuh kannst du dahinter Gott spielen.
And I think my favorite part about that is something Daryl found out. The person you hear laughing is not the player. That would be Bastian Schweinsteiger, who, when this player walks away, is asked by the reporter, what did he just say? To which he responded, he said you look nice. All right, do we need any repeats? Any questions? We're good to go. Number 6. All right. Current Manchester United player who's not Italian but is speaking Italian in this clip. He's accompanied by a teammate, then at both club and country. 1 point for each one.
e ho ricevuto questa energia, abbiamo fatto bene oggi, però non è finito, penso che dopo dobbiamo vincere, è bello di vincere contro la Germania, però non è finito, dobbiamo vincere contro il Portogallo alla finale.
There we are.
I can tell you now, Taylor Rockwell put a lot of work into selecting those clips. And it was really fascinating in the room, sort of watching people's faces as they knew, I know that player's voice, but I can't quite get it. And sometimes they figured it out and sometimes they didn't. I'm guessing you did exactly the same thing while you were listening. The answers are coming. So, as before, if you don't want the answers just yet, now is a really good time to press pause. I'll give you a second to do so. Here we go then. Here's Taylor with the answers to round 2.
And for round 2, the gentleman you heard in the first clip attempting to stumble through Spanish was David Beckham. The gentleman who you heard refer to his entire season as was Mario Balotelli. The third who you heard quietly berating a reporter was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The fourth, quietly and sadly talking about his country's exit from the tournament was Neymar. The Manchester City player, who was far more soft-spoken than you might expect, was Yaya Toure. The two Manchester United players, because they were formerly Manchester United players, one is again a Manchester United player, speaking Italian. The first one was Paul Pogba. The second was Patrice Evra. The gentleman who you heard theoretically speaking English was Harry Kane. The 2011 Copa America winner from Barcelona was Luis Suarez. The England centre back talking about Luke Shaw's broken leg was Chris Smalling. The other horrible Spanish speaker was Gareth Bale. And the final gentleman you heard, not being particularly pleasant when it came to the reporter, was Thomas Muller.
So there you go. That's the first 2 rounds of Soccer Trivia Night presented by Guinness. We put the event on at Penny Lane Thursday, April 27th. If you were there on the night, there were another 2 rounds and there were also some sort of quizzes in between. The whole thing was too long to put out as a podcast, so we thought we'd give you just the first 2 rounds as a nice little taster of what the event was like. I'd love to hear, how did you do? Maybe tweet at us at Total Soccer Show or email us, contact at Total Soccer Show. If you were there on the night, how did you do? If you played along listening in your earbuds or at home on a speaker, how did you do? How many did you get right? Was it too hard? Was it too easy? We're really interested in trying to judge the difficulty level of Soccer Trivia Night to see if we can sort of calibrate it a little more in one direction or another. Either way, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're listening along all the way to the end, then I'm guessing that you did. There will be at least one more Soccer Trivia Night in Richmond, Virginia. And if it keeps growing, then we'll keep doing it. And maybe we may even take it out of Richmond and try and do it in other locations around the United States, probably starting on the East Coast, but that's all in the future. Thank you for listening. Taylor and I will be back on Monday covering all the weekend action. Later next week, we're also planning the CONCACAF 11 draft. We're going to draft against each other to select the best CONCACAF 11. Just remains to say thank you for taking the time to listen to Soccer Trivia Night, and we'll talk to you again next week.